Hey guys, Kevin Egan here with you for Around the ICC European Edition, and on this week's show I'll be telling you about another outrageous Messi milestone in La Liga that may count for very little. A ruling that means Man City are good to go for next season's Champions League and how that affects the top four race. And now that we know the draw, I whip up my Champions League power rankings, one that sees Messi, Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos outside of the top five. Let's get to it, and we'll kick off in England. First to the big news that dropped on Monday morning. Manchester City have successfully overturned their 2-year ban from European club competitions. The Court of Arbitration for Sport announced the club were cleared of, quote, disguising equity funds as sponsorship contributions. Their fine was reduced from 30 to 10 million euro and they're free to compete in the Champions League. So what does this mean then for the top four race? Well, it's Liverpool 1. It's City 2, but with only 2 spots remaining, you'd think we'd see the best out of the contenders, right? Wrong. Leicester shipping 4 second-half goals to Bournemouth, Chelsea hammered by Sheffield United, and Man United conceding in the 95th minute to drop 2 points against Southampton. Here's the story. 3 teams with 3 games left each, scrapping for 2 places. Oh, and United play Leicester on the final day. Juicy. Who have you got making the top 4? I'm still saying Man United 3rd, Chelsea 4th. It was another bonkers weekend over in Serie A. The headline act, Atalanta visiting Juve, and man did it deliver. The minnows from Bergamo were superb and would have won it had it not been for 2 soft penalty calls for handball. Ronaldo stepped up and, well, he scored both. Now CR7 has 28 goals this season, 11 of those from 12 yards. He's one behind Ciro Immobile in the Capocannoniere race, and Atalanta all of a sudden are in 3rd place and look certain to leapfrog Lazio, who have inexplicably imploded. 3 straight losses for a side that I thought would win it all 2 weeks ago. Inter, another side who just can't stop fluffing their lines, they'll finish in the top 4, but Antonio Conte must be furious at his side's consistent ability to slip up against bottom half teams. Over in Spain, the top 4 have been confirmed, but the order, that's not set at all. Y nada más, a la Madrid. You know they're singing over in the Spanish capital. Zizou's Los Blancos, 1 single win away from claiming the Primera. They've been back and forth with Barca all season long, but since the restart, it's been perfect from Zinedine Zidane's men. 9 games, 9 wins, and they are not looking back at all. A win at home against Villarreal on Thursday seals it. Barcelona's results since we came back, not bad. 6 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. Those are championship winning results, all while not playing to their standards. Atleti and Sevilla edged close games and are now level on 66 points in a fight for 3rd. And congrats must go to Atletico Madrid, securing Champions League football for an 8th straight season. Cholo Simeone has transformed the club, but if we take a trip down memory lane to last summer's ICC, many thought Atletico Madrid would be ousting the Clásico rivals for top spot in Spain. Who could forget the Madrid derby 12 months ago at MetLife Stadium? 10 goals. Yes, 10 goals. 7 of those went in Atleti's favour. 4 for Diego Costa before being sent off, and a first for João Felix. Atleti led 5-0 at half-time. Utter embarrassment for Real Madrid against their city rivals. So at that point, hands up if you thought Atleti were world beaters. Okay. Hands up if you had images of João Felix on a Ballon d'Or podium. Guilty. Hands up if you thought Real Madrid were doomed under Zinedine Zidane. Yep, me again. How wrong were we? Zizou once again has shown us how to motivate a team, how to organise a group, and João Felix is evidence that it can take time for young players to settle in a new city as well as a new system. Either way, it was a magical ICC evening in New Jersey, and I for one cannot wait for nights like that again. As for these 2 teams, they're not just in great form in La Liga, they're in contention for the Champions League. The Champions League quarterfinal draw was made last week, and it's very, very interesting. 4 last 16 second legs still need to take place, so let's start there. Man City lead Real Madrid 2-1, but this is by no means a sure thing, as Los Blancos have rediscovered their mojo and are perfect since the restart. The winner there faces Juve or Lyon, which the French side lead by 1-0 from their home clash. Time to step up Ronaldo for a crack at either your old team or your old rival. Barca and Napoli are level at 1 apiece from the match in Italy, so Messi and co are favourites I would think to advance to play Bayern Munich. Chelsea, I'm already dismissing you because you're 3 down from your home leg. So Barca versus Bayern. Man, can you imagine that clash? That'd be outrageous. What's guaranteed is that Leipzig will play Atleti and Atalanta take on PSG. So with scores in the last 16, form and team news being considered, I've decided to whip up my Champions League power rankings from 12 through 1. So here we go. In at number 12, Chelsea. Absolutely doomed after that 3-0 home loss against Bayern Munich. Moving on. Napoli. Form has been very, very good, but they needed to win that home leg against Barca. In at number 10, I'm picking Lyon. They have the advantage over Juve, but the old lady looks completely and utterly reborn, and Lyon haven't played since March. In at number 9, RB Leipzig. 9th may seem harsh for them, but I fancy Atleti for many reasons. Lack of games for Leipzig, lack of Timo Werner, and yes, of course, Jan Oblak stands in their way. In at 8, Juventus. Trailing by a goal means they slip to 8th, but make no mistake, that defence and then Ronaldo clicking with Dybala up top means they could win it all in Lisbon. Real Madrid takes 7th spot here. Perfect since the restart and looking good for the La Liga title, but they do trail this tie against City and face a mammoth task in overturning Pep Guardiola's side. At 6, Barcelona. Quique Setien's men should get by Napoli, but there's problems with the Blaugrana. Messi dependencia seems stronger than ever before. As good as he is, that's a weakness for Barca. At number 5, my favourite team, Atalanta. The team everybody should be watching. 6 wins and 1 draw since coming back. They're playing the best ball in Europe, so don't be shocked if they go and oust PSG. At 4 is, in fact, Paris Saint-Germain. The Parisians edge Atalanta, given their form in this year's competition, as well as their personnel. Plus, with Navas in goal, they're far more assured defensively. Top 3, here we go. Atletico Madrid. If there's one team that can win 3 games by 1-0, it's Cholo Simeone's Atleti. Unbeaten since the restart, I think Atletico are a great shout in a knockout tournament format like this. In at 2, I have Manchester City. Back-to-back 5-0 wins, City looking themselves again. Now, on their day, they can rip apart any side, but they've consistently fallen short in the Champions League. And at number 1, I think most of you would agree here, it's Bayern Munich. Pep's old team Bayern, they look absolutely irresistible right now. With no Liverpool left in the competition, for me, they're the best team with the best striker in the game. What do you guys think? This week's ICC 11 focuses on the remaining teams in the Champions League and who's been leading the way statistically. So in goal, it was a tough choice. Keylor Navas has conceded the fewest goals, but he's only had 16 saves to make in 7 games. Jan Oblak's stats, excellent. And he had 9 saves at Anfield while knocking out the champions. So for me, he gets the nod. At right back is Bayern's Benjamin Pavard, who's played every minute of every game, all wins, 91% in passing, and his overall stats are actually better in the Champions League than in the Bundesliga. Kalidou Koulibaly has been phenomenal for Napoli, a side that have only conceded 5 goals in 7 games. Partnering him is PSG's Presnel Kimpembe. You've got passing, tackles, interceptions, all statistics where he's excelled. The Parisians have been brilliant defensively, and he's been their rock. In fact, they've been the best defence, and alongside him, I'm putting in his teammate, Juan Bernat. He takes the left-back reign because he's been incredible on both sides of the ball, scoring the winner in the tie against Dortmund and getting more touches than any of his teammates. The game flows through Bernat and Neymar on the left-hand side. Saul a lock in central midfield. He's covered more ground than anyone else in the competition this year, and he only scores huge goals, like the winner against Liverpool in Madrid. Kimmich plays alongside him. He's averaging 75 passes a game with a 90% pass completion rate. Everything runs through Bayern's general. Kylian Mbappe has been an all-rounder for PSG with 5 goals and 4 assists. Dries Mertens has been Mr. Napoli in Europe. Goals against Liverpool at home and away. A brace at Salzburg and another crucial finish against Barca in the last 16. Napoli will be lost without him. Raheem Sterling is my right wing forward, even though he's only started 4 games. He has 5 goals and 2 assists, and he's contributed in crucial ways like winning the penalty for the match winner at the Bernabeu. And up top is easy. Robert Lewandowski, 11 goals in 6 games, an absolute machine. Remember, this team is stat driven, so back off all you Messi and Ronaldo fans. Folks, that does it for this week's show. You can rant at me on Twitter over my selections at Kev_Egan, and you can find every bit of top European football content, including ICC news at internationalchampionscup.com. For me, Kev, and our team, take care. See you next week.